checked early. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the ball first. And out to guide the attack is Landon Duckworth, freshman from the state of Alabama. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about that for setting the tone early if you're the defense? First play of the game, they go pass, and you punish the quarterback. That sends a message loud and clear. You're going to be here all day.
They're all over it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Extending the play. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Looking for room. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Kentucky's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He got roughed up in that last loss, sacked 6 times and threw 3 picks. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line, it's Skinner. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Past the 30. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
Gets rid of it. finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Left side, it's Miller. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play's going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick give. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease. It's McAllister. Just smothered on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Sellers. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really, really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's some pretty sticky coverage right there, man. You play that man-to-man coverage and you have those out-breaking routes. I tell you what, you got to kind of be careful as a QB how much you want to attack that, especially when the coverage is so tight. He does a good job staying glued to the receiver and knocking the football down.
Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Baxter. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Sees a crease, turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The run inside. It's Baxter. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Right back to the well. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Run in the red zone. It's Patterson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Just feeds the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Duckworth. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Second down, gonna throw it. On the move. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get to play another day.
Leaves it in his belly. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Sweet cut there. Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Baxter. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires quickly.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
In the backfield, it's Baxter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Lopez.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. They'll go with Baxter. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Kentucky right back to the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with ECU taking on the number 22 team, the UAB Blazers. And it's the Pirates, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Wildcats head coach at the half. He's looking for his team to really make some noise here in the third quarter. They know they're in playoff contention. They know that this is a big-time game to separate themselves, but they have got to have more intensity here to start the third quarter.
Thanks, Holly. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Give to the single back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Needs it here on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Looking downfield, it's Duckworth. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running inside, it's Ivory. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw one first. In traffic, it's Miller. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Second and long here. A designed run for the quarterback. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass, it's Duckworth. Left side is Tuggle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Here comes the offense on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Going over the top. Makes the catch on the left. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Ferguson. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here in a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute the red zone.
Moving to his left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. He'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Defense. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
Fires complete on the crosser. Still running at the 40. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Handoff again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Hands it off on the counter. Oh, what a move. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Running right, it's Baxter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Off play action. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Motion from the wideout. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll send the tight end in motion. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Sells the run, looking to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Kentucky! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. From the gun, looking for a man. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Duckworth. Fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Sellers. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Duckworth. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Look out. Got his man downfield. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.